Alright guys, what's going on? It's Shram here, and welcome back to another video I got for you guys today. Today we are going to be attempting to rebuild the Philadelphia Eagles in Madden 18. I'm excited for this. I'm excited to start rebuilds and everything. It's going to be a lot of fun, so let me go to the preseason, get all this stuff situated, and then I will bring you guys back with an overview of the team. Obviously, this is the Eagles team. You know, it's pretty good. I am actually really liking this team. I'm really hopeful for what this team can do this season. But they did just lose Jordan Matthews, which is a bit rough, but they did acquire Ronald Darby, which is nice. Do you have any development trait? Normal. Okay, that's fine, though. He's still really young, so I'm okay with that. They have this amazing defensive line. They have some good linebackers, a decent secondary now that they've gotten Ronald Darby. It's still not that great, but it's like definitely a lot better with Ronald Darby there. There's a decent amount of trade value on this team. I need a third wide receiver, but I actually think I might start Mac Hollins over Nelson Aguilar, just because I don't like Nelson Aguilar and he has slow development. So I think Mac Hollins is going to be a better start there if I can't trade for anybody. But there's a decent amount of talent on this team. They have a very good offensive line. Pro Football Focus actually ranked the Eagles offensive line first. I saw that like a couple months ago. I think it was like a month and a half ago. And it said that they had the best offensive line. I can sort of see it because apparently Jason Peters had like a ridiculous production rate last year, and so did Lane Johnson. So they were both like top end tackles. And I think Brandon Brooks is one of the best guards last year. I'm not sure about Steven Wisniewski and Alan Barber, who they had here before. But now they have Chance Warmack, which I like way more than Alan Barber. But yeah, anyway, I'm just going to get into some trades and maybe check out free agency. I'm not exactly sure yet, but I'll come back with something. Corey Graham, Darren Sproles, and Patrick Robinson for the Jets' first and second rounders. I probably definitely overtraded here, but Nick Foles and Brent Selleck for Tavon Young. Chris Long, Gabe Wright, and Matt Tobin for the Rams' first and fifth rounders. Honestly, I don't know this guy's name. Sumalo, maybe, is his last name? And Vinny Curry for the Redskins' first and fifth rounders. Hal Vata'i, Jason Kelsey, and a third rounder for Keenan Allen. LeGarrette Blount, Elijah Qualls, and a fourth rounder next year for the Bears' first rounder. This is the team going into the first season. I like it a lot. I tried not to change as much as I could just because I am an Eagles fan. I'm sorry, I'm biased towards this team just a little bit. But yeah, I like the offense a lot. Hopefully Donald Pumphrey can do well. He's a rookie. I mean, he's only a 74 overall, so I don't expect too much. Maybe I can draft a running back or just sign one or trade for one next year or something. But I hope Carson Wentz can play well. I like the wide receiver core. I just need a new slot guy, I think. Torrey Smith isn't bad, but he's 28, so he's going to start regressing pretty soon. The offensive line is very, very good. Only thing I would change is the center and the left tackle. I just kept Jason Peters because he will probably retire after this season, and I can just draft another left tackle. I don't know. I like Jason Peters. I don't feel like getting rid of him. I can also get rid of Trey Burton, but again, I like Trey Burton. Even though he won't really do anything in this scheme, I think I'm still going to keep him. I could always just get another first rounder, but I have like 4, so I'm not really worried about that. The defensive line is very good. I hope Derek Barnett can play well, and potentially, I don't think he's going to win Defensive Rookie of the Year, but that'd be pretty awesome if he did. Cornerback core is becoming a lot better. Hopefully Sidney Jones can get some experience. The safeties I will probably have to replace sort of soon because Malcolm Jenkins, who is my favorite player in the NFL, by the way, is 29 years old. So he's getting there. I'm probably going to have to get rid of him after this season. And Ronnie McLeod is 27. So that's a bit annoying, but it's okay. Same thing, Nigel Bradham I think is 27, but I feel like he's good enough to stay. Because if he does regress after like the third season or whatever, he'll be like a 86, which is still good enough. And Michael Kendricks I will probably look to move next season. But anyway, I'm going to change the XP sliders, and then I will see you guys at the end. Actually, no, at the midseason. My bad. I should probably mention, too, that I did sign Michael Burton. Just because, I don't know. I don't even know if he's really going to play much. But just so I didn't have a hole here, and I didn't have Trey Burton playing fullback, I just signed him. He's not that expensive. He was a free agent, by the way, so just want to let you guys know. At the midseason here, we are 3-5. You know, like, pretty bad, but for a first season in a rebuild, not horrible. I did think this team is a bit better, but it might just be because we don't have a solid run game. I don't know how Donnell Pumphrey's playing, or Donald. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Who cares? But I don't know how he's playing. Looks like Keenan Allen's actually playing quite well because he's 7.4K. That's not bad. Check out the defense, though. Anybody here doing well? Looks like Derek Barnett is playing fairly well. About Sidney Jones, 5K. That's not bad. We have to bring back Alshon Jeffrey. He's definitely the biggest guy here. Who else, though? Nigel Bradham, Timmy Jernigan. Trey Burton, I might negotiate with. Chance Warmack, I probably will. So let's just start it here. I really do like Trey Burton, but in a rebuild, it's not worth having him because the second tight end really doesn't do anything. So I'm not really worried about that. These guys are all pretty expensive. I tried to free up as much cap room as I could, but The Eagles pay their players a lot of money, if you guys have not noticed, so that's fine right there. 29 years old is when Timmy Jernigan will leave the team. I think I'm going to pass up on Trey Burton, but I will give a contract to Chance Warmack. Please take that. He is taking that. All right. I don't think I'm going to bring back anybody else. Caleb Sturgis, not the biggest deal. I mean, kickers are pretty expendable in rebuilds, but yeah, let's check out the division. Are we near the top at all? Probably not, right? Yeah, we're at the bottom. We just lost to the 49ers. I think I have their first round draft pick too. That's fun. Okay, well anyway, I'm going to sim to the end of the season, and I'll see you guys there. At the end of the season here, we did not make the playoffs, but that's okay. How did we do? 8-8. Okay, so we kind of turned it around at the end of the season. Let's check out the team schedule though. Who did we end up beating? Went 3-1 in the preseason, not bad. Lost the opening 3 games, wow, 14-6 against the Giants. Then we beat the Chargers, Cardinals, and Panthers. Lost to the Redskins, 49ers, but we beat the Broncos. Lost to the Cowboys by 1. We beat the Bears and the Seahawks. That's crazy. Lost to the Rams and the Giants. Then we beat the Raiders and the Cowboys. We beat some pretty good teams, but then lost to some pretty bad teams. But anyways, check out the stats. How did Carson Wentz play? Not too well. 4,100 yards is pretty good. 24 touchdowns isn't bad, but 20 interceptions is a bit much. Donald Pumphrey actually didn't do that badly. 3.2 yards per carry kind of sucks. Never mind. He fumbled 12 times. I didn't even see that. That's awful. Okay, 10 touchdowns, not bad. 1,000 yards, not bad. But 12 fumbles is atrocious. Check out receivers, though. Keenan Allen and Alshon Jeffrey each got over 1,000 yards, but Keenan Allen had 8 touchdowns. Not bad. Check out sacks. How was this? Jason Peters only lets up 11. That's not bad at all. Jordan Hicks has 111 tackles. Michael Kendricks had 110. Tackles for loss, 10 from Brandon Graham. Not bad. And 6 from Timmy Jernigan and Fletcher Cox. Sacks, we got 19 from Brandon Graham, 12.5 from Derek Barnett, and 12 from Tim Jernigan. A lot of pressure there. That's really good. Interceptions, 3 from Malcolm Jenkins, 2 from Michael Kendricks, Ronald Darby, and Tavon Young, and then 1 from Sidney Jones. Any touchdowns at all? I see at least 1 touchdown, and that's actually we got 2. Malcolm Jenkins and Michael Kendricks each got 1. Well, you're 24th on offense. What about defense? Are we doing any better? Third on defense. This defense is very good. Tom Brady wins MVP. I wonder if he retires after this season, like he did in Madden 17. He retired after the first season. Who knows? No, nobody from the Eagles in that. That wouldn't make sense. I don't expect to see any Eagles in this either. Defensive Player of the Year, I definitely expect to see some. Okay, there's Brandon Graham. I see him. That's not bad. Number 6. Any rookies in this? Because maybe Duke Riley. Is he a rookie? Seems like he's a rookie. I've never heard of that guy. I don't know. Maybe he's not. I don't know many of the rookie players this upcoming year. Just letting you guys know. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Mitchell Trubisky wins that, but Donald Pumphrey comes in second. That's not bad, but I don't think he's going to stay on the team. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Derek Barnett comes in second. Duke Riley is a rookie. I was right. And Sidney Jones comes in sixth. That's not bad. Derek Barnett hopefully still got a lot of experience because he did do very well. Check out the offense, though. How's the experience here? 13K from Donald Pumphrey isn't bad. 44K from Keenan Allen. Where'd you get that from? Pro Bowl appearance. Alrighty then. Not bad. 10K from Zach Ertz is actually pretty good. Check the defense. Derek Barnett has 20K. Timmy Jernigan has 21K. Not bad at all. What did you get? A development? No, I think you already had quick, right? Did you get... Nope. Okay, no extra experience for anything. Sidney Jones had 9K. Not bad. So I'm going to spend this experience, and I'll see you guys at the offseason. I'm in free agency now, and I have 8.9 mil to spend because we have a lot of draft picks. Thomas Rawls is here. That would help a lot. So is Jeremy Hill. Honestly, I think I might go for Jeremy Hill just because he's getting far less points. Charles Sims is here too. I think Jeremy Hill is going to be the look. Thomas Rawls would be nice, but 122 points I think is a little bit too much for me. So Jeremy Hill I think is going to be the move here. Let's see if I can get over 92. It seems like the points start higher this year. I don't know why, if that's a thing, but 94 for Jeremy Hill, that's not bad. I will take that and see if there's anybody else I want, but other than this, I will go into the draft now. We are in the draft now. I think I have the first overall pick, which is pretty cool. I really don't know who I want, so there's a good chance I'll be trading this one down, so give me a second. I think I'm good to trade this one down, so I'm going to do this with the Panthers. I think it's a decent trade down, regardless of who they take. I think that's okay. They took a left tackle, and the Browns took a quarterback, so I think I might go ahead and draft this. Oh my gosh, I cannot speak right now. I think I might go ahead and draft this left outside linebacker here, Jawan Pollock. He looks phenomenal. 80 with Superstar. Very good way to start a draft. My first draft pick in Madden 18. And this guy won the Heisman. I didn't even know that. I missed my week to check when the player, who the Heisman winner gets announced, and apparently it was him. That's pretty cool. I'm going to trade this pick down as well because I don't really have anybody in this juncture. Okay, there's some good value here right now. I gotta figure out which one I want here. First, that's a first from the Rams. And a second, I'm just gonna go with that one. First from the Rams, that's, I think, too good to give up. This pick is going to Keon Poole. I know this guy is superstar development. 78 with superstar. Very good player. With this pick, I'm going to be drafting Gordon Burton. He looks very good. Join the team. 81 overall with normal. 8th overall, very good player right there. With this pick, I am going with Bradley Collins. He's pretty young, 6'1". He can absolutely fly, so I hope he's good. 74 with normal, but 95 speed on this guy is remarkable. I have the pick directly after this one, and I'm going with Fisher Perry. He looks very good, so 74 with quick. I don't know exactly where I'm going to play this guy because I still have Jordan Hicks, so he might just back him up. I don't think he's going to start, but I still like that pick. This next pick is going to be going to Tobias Jordan. Very good combine, decent top 3 skills. Are you any good? 73 with normal. I don't think that's good enough to start, but you know, I'm still not that upset with that pick. With this pick, I'm going to be grabbing Lewis Gilbert. He's very smart. He went to Harvard. He looks very good. What are you all about? 76 with superstar. I have some decisions to make, I guess. With this pick, I'm going to be going with Otha Blair. He has an A- impact block. That's actually really good in the 5th round, so I'm going with him. 78 with quick. This guy's very, very good. He might come in and play tackle because Jason Peters did retire, but I'm not entirely sure yet. This pick is going to be going to Blake Foley. He looks very good too. It's another left guard, so 78 with normal. This guy might come to play center. I don't know exactly because I do want to take a couple centers just to see what they're all about, but those picks are really good. This pick is going to Marcel Arsenault. I guess is how you pronounce that. He looks pretty good. He's 6'1". He's pretty fast. The only problem is that he is 24. 72 with quick though. So now I really don't know which guy to start at the slot. I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. I'm just going to keep taking some linebackers. You're any good? 77 with quick. Okay, I have a lot of linebackers. I don't know where to play them. The last player I have scouted here is Josh Steele. Hopefully he is a steal. Alright. Pretty good pick, but I actually drafted him before he was supposed to go, but that's okay. I think I'm just going to send the rest of the draft because I don't have anybody else scouted. Rodney McLeod and Michael Kendricks for the Browns' 1st and 6th rounders. This is the team going into the 2nd season. I really didn't change all that much, honestly. I didn't want to do many trades because I really like where the team is right now. So we're starting this Collins guy at the slot wide receiver spot here instead of this Arsenault dude. I don't think there's much of a difference between the two. I mean, this guy has quick, but he's 24. This guy is 3 overall points higher and is 22. I don't know. I'm just going to start him. I don't think the quick development really is going to do all that much. This offensive line, I think, is pretty much just as good as it was last year. I guess it's a little worse because we did lose Jason Peters, but this guy looks pretty good, so I think he's a good replacement. I think this Foley guy is a fine replacement for Steven Wisniewski. I'm actually going to go and sign a backup tight end just because I don't like looking at a 66 as my backup tight end. Hold on a second. Let's see who's here. That's a wide receiver. Did not mean to do that. Who is here? Any rookies? All right, I'll take Austin Safarian-Jenkins then. Hold on. All right, I'll just sign him. He has slow development. I don't really care that much. I have like no money in cap room, but that's not a problem. Hopefully not many people have to get re-signed. I'm sure there's a good amount. But yeah, the offensive line's very good. I like the tight end a lot because Zach Ertz is, you know, a very good tight end. Defensive line is even better than it was last year, which is always good to see. Linebackers, I think, are much better than they were last year just because this Pollock dude has superstar development and is 21 years old. Jordan Hicks is up to an 87. Nigel Bradham didn't move. It sucks I can't get this guy starting, but I don't think I want to start him over Nigel Bradham. I just don't want to. I think Nigel Bradham is better. This Poole guy is going to be the starting safety. Starting free safety because he is a free safety, right? Yeah, okay. He's the starting free safety because we just traded Rodney McLeod. Malcolm Jenkins is still in the squad. I'm not going to get rid of him yet, even though he's 30 years old. He is my favorite player, so cut me some slack for not getting rid of him. I think the cornerbacks are still pretty good. I like Burton here a lot. He's a very good player, normal development. Sidney Jones slides down to the number 4, but anyway, I'm just going to sim right to the midseason, and I hope we're playing well. At the midseason mark here, we are 4-3. Honestly, expected a little more, but that's okay. As the offense playing, doesn't look that bad. The experience is pretty decent all the way around. Also, this guy was an undrafted free agent. This Myers guy, he's an 80 overall as a fullback, and he was an undrafted free agent, so there's that. But here's the defense. This linebacker has 12,000 experience. This guy has 10,000 experience. This dude is 5.4 thousand. Pretty good. I might upgrade this Poole guy now because safeties are pretty easy to upgrade. I'll do it right now on camera here. See if I can get this to 70. See if I can get... That's actually already at 70. Bring this to 75, 77 maybe. A little more. 78 for both. There we go. 83 overall. Not bad at the mid-season mark. But it looks like we have to bring back Brandon Graham at least. I don't want to bring him back for very long because he is sort of old now. He's 30. Bring back Jordan Hicks, Ronald Darby, and that's it actually. That's not many players. We can probably get this done. We have 39 million cap room. Maybe I read it wrong. I just realized I'm giving Brandon Graham a 5-year deal. Whatever. It works. I don't really care. That's not really that realistic. I don't think the Eagles are going to re-sign him for 5 more years once his contract runs out. Maybe like a year or 2 more. But he's a very good player, of course. And then Ronald Darby. Hopefully he comes back to the team. Lock him up till he's 30. There we go. He's coming back to the team. When I signed that tight end, when I signed Safarian Jenkins in free agency, I thought it said I had like 2 mil, but maybe it just said like 42 or something. I don't know. But anyway, yeah. We're 4-3. Not bad, I guess. Winning record's always good. So I will see you guys at the end of the season. Looks like we made a wild card spot. Not bad at all. 10-6 is a pretty good season. Wow. The Redskins and the Cowboys both also went 10-6. The Giants kind of played badly. 4-12. But when your other 3 divisional rivals are going 10-6, it's kind of hard to play well, just letting you know. But yeah, anyway, we went 1-3 in the preseason. Regular season started off with a win against the Falcons, which is the team we take on now. Lost to the Cowboys, beat the Buccaneers. That's a lot of points there. That's not bad. Lost to the Panthers, beat the Cowboys. Lost to the Titans, beat the Saints. A lot of win-losses, like right away. We won, lost, and then we won again, lost again. 1-2, lost 1, 1-2, lost 1, 1-1. Okay. Not a bad season at all. Let's check out the stats, though. Tom Brady wins another MVP. Carson Wentz, though, much better than last year. 4,500 yards, 41 touchdowns, 13 picks. Not a bad season whatsoever. Jeremy Hill, 1,000 yards and 9 touchdowns, 3 fumbles. Is significantly lower than what Donald Pumphrey had last year. But I kind of want more yards per carry, but 1,000 yards is still good. Receivers, Keenan Allen's just killing it. 1,240 yards, 12 touchdowns. Alshon Jeffrey had a down year, but it wasn't that bad. And Bradley Collins, 1 yard away from 1,000 yards. Let's check out blockers, though. How did the rookie play? Not bad, 15 sacks. Jordan Hicks, 141 tackles. Jawan Pollock had 115 as the backup. Tackles for loss, we had 18 from Brandon Graham and 13 from Fletcher Cox. Sacks, 12.5 from Derek Barnett. He's playing pretty well. And 9.5 from Brandon Graham. Interceptions, 5 from Tavon Young and Malcolm Jenkins, 2 from Jawan Pollock, 2 from Jordan Hicks, 2 from Ronald Darby and Gordon Burton, 1 from Keon Poole, Sidney Jones, and Nigel Bradham. There's a lot of interceptions. Did we get any touchdowns? At least 1. We did get 1 by Sidney Jones. Not bad at all. 16th on offense, which is far better, I think, than we were last year. I think that's like 10 higher. And we are 9th on defense. Our defense is actually worse, apparently, but that's okay. Anybody in the MVP? Carson Wentz makes it at number 7. That makes sense. He had a very good season. NFC Offensive Player of the Year, Carson Wentz is number 6. That's not bad. Defensive Player of the Year, anybody from the Eagles? Jordan Hicks makes it at number 5. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Bradley Collins comes in 3rd. Nobody else on our team. Defensive Rookie of the Year does go to Jawan Pollock, which is huge. He probably has a lot of experience. Keon Poole comes in 3rd. Gordon Burton comes in 4th. Nobody else on the team there. Best quarterback, I didn't mean to click on that. I'll go through them all. Why not? I didn't mean to go that far, but that's okay. So let's go NFC best quarterback. It does go to Dak Prescott. Carson Wentz is number 4, though. Is this guy? Matt Olson? All right. Best running back is Jeremy Hill on this list. He is not. That's okay. Christian McCaffrey is, though. What is he up to? Where is he? 88. He's pretty good. Best wide receiver, Keenan Allen comes in 2nd. That would have been nice. That's okay. Best offensive lineman, Brandon Brooks and Lane Johnson make it at number 9 and 10. Not bad at all. Best D lineman, Derek Barnett's number 6. Best linebacker is Jordan Hicks on this. He is not. Best defensive back, Malcolm Jenkins and Tavon Young are both on the list. Not bad. And best kicker, who even is our kicker? Mason Crosby. That's not bad, actually. So, let's check out the experience. It looks like we did pretty well with awards. 12K from Carson Wentz is pretty good. 19K from Keenan Allen. 11K from Brandon Brooks is quite a bit. 11K from this guy is not bad. Check out the defense. 52K from this guy. That's the first place I went to. What did he make the Pro Bowl or something? No, it was just from Defensive Rookie of the Year and just doing well, I guess, throughout the year. These guys have anything. 7K from both of them. Anybody down here? Burton? 8K, not bad. All right, so I'm gonna spend this, and I'll see you guys at the end of the off season. We are at the end of the season. No, we're in the playoffs. Completely messed up. So I will see you in the game then. So we have to take on the Falcons now. Let's see what their overall is all about. We are an 88. They are a 90. Not bad. So let's throw on the color rush uniforms like we always do. And I guess I got to think of a word. Oh, I thought the player model would come up, but he doesn't actually. So I got to think of a word in our first rebuild here. Let's go with college, because I just got back to college a couple days ago. I start my classes tomorrow, which is, well, today is Sunday the 20th, I want to say. Let me check my phone. It is the 20th. So I do start college tomorrow, which is intimidating, but that's okay. So I'm going to try to get this up by the 21st as quickly, like if I can, as quickly as I can. I'll try to edit this together and make sure it's all good and everything, but no promises because I do start class tomorrow. And yeah, class is a bit annoying. So yeah, anyway, if you're still watching right now, comment college, and that would be awesome. 20-19. No, go on, more points. Please, more points. 27-19. I want to win a playoff game. 28-27. No, get more points. All right, 30-28. We need one to hold. And 33-28. Okay, this is really close. We won. We did win. I was going to say we needed a touchdown on that one drive, but we didn't get a touchdown. I think we got... Okay, the freaking commentators are still talking, but I was going to take off my headset. That one drive, I was going to say we needed a touchdown, but we ended up getting a field goal, and it went by too quickly for me, so that's why I stuttered. But Carson Wentz, 323 yards, 2 touchdowns, not bad. 1 interception, but Matt Ryan had 2 picks. That's not like him, really. Jeremy Hill, 122 yards, 2 touchdowns. And Devontae Freeman only ran the ball 16 times, but got over 100 yards and a touchdown. Receivers, Bradley Collins had a very good game. Check out defense, 20 tackles from Deion Jones. 1 tackle for loss from Datari Poe, 1 sack from Jordan Hicks. Yeah, I almost said Jordan Cox. I almost, combined their names. Jordan Hicks and Fletcher Cox each had a sack, and the interceptions came from Ricardo Allen, Jordan Hicks, and Jawan Pollock. That Pollock dude is a beast. I think he's a 91 now. In the divisional round, we have to take on the Rams, which is interesting. But anyway, I feel like the Madden simulation always favors the Rams, but it's okay. They might be good in a couple of years, but who knows. Anyway, hopefully we can win. 20-16. We need more points. We're losing by 4. 27-16. I think we're going to lose this game. Unless we can get a turnover quickly. 27-22. This could be really clutch. And we don't win. 27-22. Very close game, but that's all right. How do the quarterbacks play? That's why the Rams are pretty good. They don't have Jared Goff anymore, but this guy did not play well at all. He had 1 interception and under 200 yards, but Carson Wentz had a pretty decent game. Rushing, Todd Gurley had a very good game there. Zach Ertz looked like he was the leading receiver in yards, touchdowns, and catches. Catches. He looks like he had a very good game. Defense, Jordan Hicks had 12 tackles, Timmy Jernigan had 10. 1 tackle for loss for Aaron Donald and Fletcher Cox. 1 sack from Robert Quinn, Aaron Donald, and Fletcher Cox. 1 interception from Tremaine Johnson and Gordon Burton. We're in free agency now. I think the Chargers won the Super Bowl or something. Greg Olson's here. Tevin Coleman is here. Anybody else we really want? It doesn't look like it. This is a decent free agency year, but nobody I really wants. I'm fine with my running back. I'm fine with... Who was the first guy? Greg Olson. Yeah, I don't really want anybody here. Maybe I'll sign a couple of people just to trade, but I have, no money. So, also, I let go of my fullback, which kind of sucks. I'll probably just sign some other random guy at some point. Fullbacks don't really mean all that much to this team because I don't even think they have many schemes with a fullback in it. But yeah, maybe I'll just go after some random people and try to sell them. Who knows? We are in the draft now. I'm extremely content with this team. So if I don't get any of the players I have scouted, I'm not really that worried about it. I just want to see if I can get a couple people who look pretty good. So let's see what happens. I think that cornerback got drafted that I wanted. It looks like he did. Yeah, this one cornerback had a really good combine, so I kind of wanted to draft him. But that's all right. I'm going to take this one wide receiver who has a very good combine and see if he's good. 79 with Superstar. This guy has 97 speed and 88 catching. This dude is phenomenal. This pick is going to Harris Harvey. Doesn't look bad. I don't know. Maybe you're decent. 80 with Slow. He's an 80 overall, though, so I don't know what that means, but something, I don't know. More players that I don't really need that much. Are you any good? 79 with Quick. You are very good. I just drafted those last 2 players, I think, exactly where they were supposed to go. I literally have nobody else scouted, but I'm going to go for a very bold move and take a fullback in the first round. Look how much I reached. He's ranked 314th, and I took him at the 32nd pick. Okay, well, I literally don't have anything else in this draft, so I'm just going to advance to the end of it. This is the team for the final season. I think this is a very good team. I think this has been a fairly successful rebuild thus far, so it's a good way to kick off Madden 18. But yeah, here's the team. It looks very good. I like the offense a lot. The only bad player we have is this fullback, but he's not really that big of a deal. I'm going to I can't right now. It's okay. That guy can stay there. I was going to put this tight end there. The computer actually drafted us this guy in, when was this? The 5th round or something. And the computer also drafted us, was it this guy? Yeah, the computer drafted us this guy, the 7th round. This guy's really good, but he's not going to start. There's the offense, and here's one last look at the defense. Looks very good. I guess the weakest part of this team is probably the cornerbacks, but they're still pretty decent. So I'm just going to send it into the season, and I hope we made the playoffs. Turns out, we did not make the playoffs. Somehow, we went 8-8. Well, that sucks. I was just saying how good this rebuild was going so far, or how well this rebuild is going so far. Sorry for my poor grammar, but we went 3-1 in the preseason, put up a lot of points. Regular season, we lost to the Bears, then we beat the Patriots. We beat the Patriots, but we lost to the Bears. Whatever. We beat the Redskins, lost to the Panthers, beat the Dolphins, Cowboys. You know, this is just the season. Put up a lot of points. Pretty much every game. There was that one game I saw there. We only put up 7 points. But let's check out the stats. How did Carson Wentz play? 5,300 yards, 41 touchdowns, 16 picks. Very, very good season from him. Jeremy Hill, 1,000 yards, 12 touchdowns. A better season than he had last year. Receiving Keenan Allen, 1,600 yards, 13 touchdowns. No, did that one guy not play? I think this was the... No, that was the guy that I wanted to play. But Bradley Collins did either. Anyway, but Bradley Collins still played well, so it's not that big of a deal. 1,200 yards, 10 touchdowns, very good. Alshon Jeffrey had a decent season. Blocking, how's this? Not horrible. This guy letting up more than one sack a game is a bit annoying. Jordan Hicks had 141 tackles. Juwan Pollock had 132. Tackles for loss, 10 from Brandon Graham, 7 from Fletcher Cox and Timmy Jernigan. Sacks, 15.5 from Brandon Graham, 10 from Fletcher Cox, 8.5 from Timmy Jernigan, and 8 from Derek Barnett. Interceptions, 5 from Gordon Burton, 3 from Jordan Hicks and Nigel Bradham, 2 from Ronald Darby, and then 1 from Malcolm Jenkins and Sidney Jones. Check out touchdowns. Do we have any? We had 1 touchdown from Gordon Burton. I also saw a safety, which we had from Fletcher Cox. Alright, well, we were 3rd on offense. I guess the defense sucks? Like, how is this team 8-8? 31st on defense. Okay, yeah, our defense is rather poor. I don't know how Carson Wentz isn't higher than this. He had 5,300 yards passing. I get he had like 16 or whatever interceptions, but still. I didn't mean to go to Coach of the Year. Let's go to NFC Offensive Player of the Year. Carson Wentz comes in 2nd. Defensive Player of the Year, anybody from the Eagles? Doesn't look like it. Offensive Rookie of the Year, I don't think we have anybody. Defensive Rookie of the Year, again, we don't have anybody. Best Quarterback, Carson Wentz comes in 2nd. Best Running Back, somehow Jeremy Hill makes it. I don't even think he made it. He did well enough to make it. Dalvin Cook is a 97. Okay, anyway, Best Wide Receiver. Keenan Allen doesn't even win. I have to see what Michael Thomas did because Keenan Allen had 1,600 yards. So I want to look at Michael Thomas's. That was Michael Thomas, right? Yeah, I want to look at his season. Alex Mack of the 15-1 Falcons gets the best offensive lineman. Is Lane Johnson on this? He's actually not. Well, best D lineman, Brendan Graham, comes in 3rd. Nobody else from the Eagles. Best linebacker, maybe Jordan Hicks. Yeah, he doesn't make it at number 8. Best defensive back, Gordon Burton, comes in 3rd. And best kicker. Our kicker's not on there. So that's rough. We didn't make the playoffs. But let me just check out to see what Michael Thomas did. How did the quarterback play for this team? Matt Barkley was the quarterback? Okay. He did better. 17 touchdowns, 1,500 yards. Good lord. What did Dalvin Cook do? I want to see quickly. How was he? 1,400 yards, only 7 touchdowns, but he's a 97 with Superstar. What a player. Okay, anyway, thank you guys very much for watching this. I'm sorry I couldn't win a Super Bowl with this team, but I'm an Eagles fan, so it does suck. But it does suck that I wasn't able to win a Super Bowl. I'm just going to auto-upgrade the team just to see what their potential was, so let me just do this quickly as I'm doing my outro. But yeah, that guy had 48,000 experience. That Gordon Burton guy, I didn't even check that out, but that was a lot. But yeah, sorry I wasn't able to win a Super Bowl in my first rebuild. When I first rebuilt the Eagles back in Madden 17, I think I did win the Super Bowl, if I'm remembering correctly. But here's one last look at the fully upgraded team. I think this team's actually really good, but it's okay. This Myers dude is even a higher overall than the other guy. I wanted this dude to start, but that's okay. Offensive line is still very good, of course. Wide receiver core is still very good. Carson Wentz developed pretty decently. Jeremy Hill's decent. Zach Ertz, of course, is still really good. This defensive line is phenomenal. I was looking at the linebackers, but this defensive line is just what I said by accident. It's still phenomenal, right? This linebacker core is phenomenal. The safeties are still decent, honestly. Malcolm Jenkins is still an 84. And these cornerbacks, look at how many cornerbacks they have. Look at the depth. All of our 5 cornerbacks there are all at least an 80. But I don't know how this team didn't make the playoffs. It's okay, though. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this first Madden 18 rebuild I had for you guys. And anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. And I just said guys like 4 times in 3 sentences, but that's okay. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'm going to say it one more time, but I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.